Welcome back, guys. Ron here once again, and before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it, and give it a thumbs down if you're not. So once you watch it, just don't forget, guys, show your support for the channel. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right. So let's get straight right into it, guys. Today we had just 4 stocks on the watch list. Honestly, we had 6. We had 6 stocks on the watch list, but 2 of them I just didn't cover overall in the morning call, and I just left the main 4. But 2 of them that I kind of, I still had on my watch list, but, overall missed just because I was focused on Amazon and Tesla, where obviously Cintas and what was the other one? Paychecks, guys. My God, these 2 had an awesome run today, and they were actually great. And if you actually go and review those contracts on both of those, you'll see that there was plenty of opportunity to make money on those because they had awesome moves. So the 3 I had for my earnings plays for today were FedEx, Cintas, and Paychecks, but I ended up picking FedEx just because it had overall more volume in the morning, and still right now it still has more volume for the day. It's over 700% above average compared to the other 2. So I ended up selecting that one as my earnings play for the day. But it turned out to be the one that it did a nice solid move lower, but not as ferociously as the other 2 did. And, obviously the other 2 would have been a little bit more profitable, but it is what it is. We make our choices based on the information we have at hand. So I picked one, and that's the one, and that's what it is. It is what it is. But as far as the other ones go, let's go ahead and play the clip for this morning's brief. So that's what I'm looking for from Amazon. Obviously, we're always going to plan for both sides, but it will be pretty apparent right away. So if this thing starts to break out and it breaks 1797 and breaks 1800, it's going up here. I don't know what else to tell you. It's going up here, okay? It's going to one of these, if not somewhere in between, to one of these 2. That's what I'm looking for it to do. Once it breaks this level, boom, we're going up. All right. Now, if it breaks 1797, hits 1800, and it's hanging around here for too long, then okay, maybe it's not going to have the juice to go there, and maybe it's going to break down after this. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. These are the 2 levels I'm looking for right now for it to do its move. Okay. And then from there, obviously, if it bounces off of here, you can take it up here, or you can wait for it to come back down to 1797, or you can wait for it to close the gap. It just depends on your comfort level, how aggressive you want to be. Just remember, if you're getting in here or here, your stop is the immediate line, okay? Like, don't fight it. Especially if you're getting in up here, because you already know it broke to the upside. Don't get into that situation where you're fighting it. Oh, well, maybe it's a fake breakout. Let me give it another couple more minutes. Maybe it's a fake breakout. It'll come back. It's building a little reversal pattern. It'll pull back. Oh, cool, I got a red candle. It'll come back. Boom. And now you're getting out here with a $1,000 loss for no reason. So keep that in mind, guys. Just get out. If it breaks your line, because it didn't go your way right away, get out. Okay? So that's Amazon. And then obviously to the downside right now, I selected 1793. Yep. That's what it is, right? Okay. 1792, 1793. Okay, so the pre-market open, and then we're confirming with this line here. But if you want to be more conservative and a little bit more comfortable, use the previous day's close. But here is the first one. If it breaks to the downside, by the time you get in, it's going to be down here anyway. But this is the reason I picked this one is because if it bounces higher and it starts to come back, by this time, if it comes back lower, like at 950 or something like that, it'll be a little slower. You should be able to get in here. And then once it breaks this level, then you can add a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive to the downside. Again, not too many, just enough, okay? And then Amazon, again, you're expecting easy $15 to $20. So that's what you can get from this one. So all the way down to 1776, not an uncommon move. Maybe 1780, 1776, not uncommon. But to the upside, these are my targets. To the upside, these 2. So that's why I have nothing in between here, okay? Cool. So speaking about volume, some of the ones that are standing out today were Nvidia and Tesla. Tesla just had a little nice spike, so I added it to the list. But Tesla, it's a caution zone here, just where it is. You got this little doji inside this bar here. That's a little weird. So, but it had a little spike in volume earlier, so I'm kind of watching it. So for Tesla, guys, I'm looking to see a break of 381.80, which is pretty much the pre-market high here, right? And then 378.99, which is going to be right here, the previous day's close. So 379, 378.99. I want to see it break this level before going short. Because once after setting that pattern yesterday, I definitely want to see it come down below those levels. And then your H1 is going to be this. I mean, L1 is going to be the previous day's low. You know what I mean? Previous day's low, even the pre-market open, actually. You know what I mean? You can use this as a first sign, this as your second sign, but either one, you just pick one or have both. I put both up because these are both of those levels are up here. But the volume coming in, there's a lot of good news for the company. But that pattern is the only thing that I didn't like about yesterday. So, and I don't want to get stuck in that same situation again. So I don't want it to be a choppy day like this again. So if this thing doesn't give you two candles in the same direction right away, especially on the 10 minutes, I probably get out. Because you don't want to get out. You don't want to get stuck in this. So you want two straight candles up, two straight candles down, to continue playing this in that direction. Is what I would say. Okay. Then Shopify. Let's take a look at Shop. Previous days close. So keep an eye on these levels here, guys. Just in case it wants to pause right around. And I know that's tight, but it is what it is. Keep an eye on those levels. If it breaks here, eyes front here. Once it breaks those levels, you can go ahead and add more here, right? So you add more, and then boom, this is your first target. And then after that, I'm looking for 404.90. Look, this line's still lining up pretty close with everything right here. So I am looking for it to hit this level. Honestly, I want it to go higher, preferably because it just, would make things a lot easier to read. But whatever, man. If it wants to go lower, we're going to go lower. So this head and shoulder formation that I can see here potentially building. Hey, if this thing breaks down here, it closes. And again, this is a pretty tight range right here, so you could get in right away, but just be careful, guys. Remember, the options need time to change, and this may not be it. If it hits here and then it bounces, I don't know, All right, guys, so that's the morning brief. So as you can see here, Amazon, we were looking for a break high or a break low. So once Amazon broke that low of 1793, it hit two of our targets. Obviously, here we go, 1786, and just a little bit below that to 1785. After that, it just sputtered out right around that pivot. It was having a hard time moving higher. So if we take a look at it over here, you can see clearly that it was a nice clean break to the downside. Once it broke this level here, had a nice little break, easy money to make right there to that target. And I always tell everybody at these pivots, always take your money at these pivots and then readjust accordingly if it breaks or if it bounces off of it. And then I put an alert that, hey guys, if you still have puts, this is a good time to get out because we have 20 minutes basically hitting this line here and it's not doing anything. So this may be a good time for you to reverse and go higher and make some profit. So that was a good play there for anybody that might have taken that. Shopify was great. And even though Shopify, if you would have looked at it on the 1 hour charts, it looked like it was forming a head and shoulders formation for a potential breakdown lower. This is the perfect example why we always plan for both sides. This is important, guys. It's important to always plan for both sides so that you're prepared for anything. And then don't question it. Don't fight the box. You have to go in the direction that the market wants to go because that's what is there. That's what the stock wants to do. That's what you got to do, guys. You go in the direction that the stock wants to go. And that's exactly what's going on here. So if you take a look here, guys, once Shopify broke to the upside, it hit our targets very, very nicely, very, very cleanly. So let's take a look at the Shopify targets for today. Shopify, we're looking for a peak target of 404.90. We missed that by 10 cents, guys. Look at the peak. 408. We got a peak of 408.80. 404.80. And that was our peak, which basically I count that as a win because it basically hit the target. If you would have had your order to exit for those options right lined up with this line, it would have pulled your order and you would have got you would have got filled no matter what. So I call that a win. So let's take a look at the next one. The next one was FedEx. So FedEx, guys, had a nice clean break as well. So 149.98 is what we were looking for. The only problem with FedEx is that it just didn't give us the exaggerated move we were looking for when they normally have and report earnings. As you can see here, FedEx already dropped significantly on the post market, and today we were looking for maybe a $9 to $10 move. So right now, it only did what, maybe $8 from the peak. So it just sputtered out. It is what it is, and it sputtered out right around the key level, which is expected. But you know, since it didn't, it had a lot of volume. So you see here, 909% above average already for the day. So there's obviously a lot of volume. So this movement, this volume has to go somewhere. So it's either gonna break out or it's gonna continue to break down. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, because you know, even though we didn't get the reaction I was expecting today, the move may come tomorrow or the day that follows, and this thing may actually go somewhere. So that's on FedEx there. So FedEx only made one target. Let's see, FedEx only hit 147.51. Obviously, it went a little bit below that as well, but it didn't quite make the 143 target. So from 147, you can see here we had a low of 146.29. It's all right. You know, it did okay. Tesla definitely for sure. Tesla was a really, really good one. And as you can see here, my notes, I put lots of volume coming in on the pre-market. So since the RSI pulled out of those high levels, what I was looking was that once it goes to the high side, it may go without any downside challenge. And that's exactly what it did. As you can see here, as soon as this puppy opened, boom, it just bounced higher and it moved higher and it hit all of our targets. So for Tesla, we were looking at a peak of 397. We missed that one by $2, guys, but whatever. If you didn't make money from here to here, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is a long run. And I said, once it goes, it's going. And it did. All right. And then the last one I had was Shopify, which I covered already. Did I cover it already? No, I didn't cover it already. I did cover Shopify. So those were the 4 plays for today, guys. Those were the ones that I was looking at primarily. I do, even though I had them up on my watch list for the day, man, I just can't believe. So, you know, as I'm doing my recap for the day and I'm looking through, hey, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Adding my notes to my journal, I'm looking, okay, well, what could I have done better today? And these were some of the ones that I missed that were on my list and I just completely ignored. And these were significantly good plays. I mean, once you let these things settle in, you can see here that this is a solid move. If you go back and analyze the 85 strikes, the 86 strike puts, go back and see at what price you could have bought those for, right around this area here, so that you can see how much those are worth now. Same thing with this one, Syntax. And another one we reviewed was CI, Cigna. Awesome moves. So where, you know, obviously we take notes. It's like, okay, well, how could I have identified that? And actually these all came up on our scanner in the morning as well. So there was no reason for missing it. It is what it is. Obviously we can only trade so many stocks, and that's what we did. We manage accordingly. But, you know, next time we'll keep an eye and see, make sure we don't miss awesome plays like this. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one.